Ladies and gentlemen, I hope all of you are having a beautiful day. Welcome to all of you to the Grand Prix of Singapore. And before I erupt, I am filled with emotions, but I know a lot of you are gonna be surprised just even seeing me, and you guys know how serious and how special this video is because nowadays I rarely do videos, with my face on, like basically having a live video. So if you see me on your video on your camera, that means that this is a big video, and this is a special video because I took the time and I really want you to feel the emotions that I'm feeling right now. So I'm really excited. Uh, I cannot wait to get into this video. So here we go. Singapore Grand Prix. Boys, we did it. We fucking did it. I cannot even I can't even express how happy I am. Like man, we had like ever since like the start of 2022, the start was fantastico, and then the second half we gave away the championship to Red Bull, and we were not even close to Red Bull, and even like 2023 we had a really rough start, and Red Bull are still on fire. They had 10 wins in a row, so we came really close, but it feels so amazing. I cannot even express how amazing I feel. And I mean, now I'm like a little bit more relaxed. But if you seen me, like I got up like because here in Canada, Montreal, like the race was at 8 a.m. So I woke up so early because I felt something special. And Carlos Sainz, after he came back from his summer breaks, he's been an absolute rocket. Like he and the car are just clicking. They're on a fantastic line. They're just connecting so perfectly together. It's just insane. Like Sainz at the moment is on an absolute different level, and from the practices and qualies yesterday were amazing. Like Sainz was explosive. He was exploding. I don't know. Like Sainz is just out of this world right now. Like I hope we can see more of that type of signs next year. If we can get that signs all season long, it's gonna be dangerous. We are gonna be back. Like if Sainz can perform like that, I can officially say Ferrari is back. But I don't care what Red Bull has done this season. I don't care how bad we have struggled Ferrari. Of course, a lot of people will say, "Oh yeah, it's just your first win," but for me, it's so special. First win of 2023. It's been coming. We have worked so hard as Ferrari fans. It's just Forza fucking Ferrari. I fucking love Ferrari, man. I cannot even express. I cannot even express how happy I am, man. In a few minutes, I will get into like the details about the race. Like this is a very intense race, and it was just one of the most fantastic races I've seen recently. I mean, I know it's been Red Bull domination, but that was a proper beautiful race, and I have to talk about it in a bit. But this is just like my raw reaction. I love you, Carlos Sainz. I love you, Charles Leclerc, and most importantly, I love you, Ferrari. Andiamo. I cannot express enough. Like you see with my hands how I'm moving, how I'm happy. It just it feels so good. Forza Ferrari. Just seeing Ferrari on the podium, seeing Ferrari number one, seeing that beautiful national anthem at the end, and seeing how happy Carlos Sainz was, and how his smile was out of this world as well. Like he had a big, beautiful, wide smile. I mean, he worked so hard. Charles Leclerc worked so hard as well, and man, Forza Ferrari. We fucking did it, man. We fucking did it. Forza Ferrari. Forza Ferrari. Let's go, vamos. But anyways, Carlos Sainz, what a performance. What a performance. Thank you. Grazie Ferrari. Anyways, enough with my reaction. I think I don't want to be too obsessive as well. I'm trying to have a proper reaction, but not be too annoying as well. But let me get into the race. Uh, I mean, the more professional part of racing. Um, from start to finish, my days, it was so intense. It was intense. I cannot even explain it. Like, um, the tire management that Carlos Sainz had is fantastic, and I really applaud him for that. He was really really smart, and Ferrari has been really improving with their pit stops and their strategies, and I'm really really happy with that as well. It's some good signs. I'm feeling good, and having the first win. I mean that I mean even in Monza, we had a fantastic performance. We were so close, and the only team that were better than us were Red Bull, and we us Ferrari fans we're feeling we are on top of the world right now. Where our minds are absolute in the best zone at the moment, and because Monza and then now Singapore, we finally got our first win, so we are absolutely on the moon right now. All the tifosis, all the Ferrari fans. So it's been going on, and we're finally clicking, and the team is really doing some good stuff and the good strategy. But yeah, we are really performing really really well, and the team is just clicking together, and all race long, the tire management was fantastic, and the race pace was also fantastic, but it was really really close, especially with McLaren, having Lando Norris, and then having the two Mercedes with Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. They came very very close, and I mean the last 10 laps, my heart was beating so fast because Russell was that close. It was one of the best races I've seen recently. I was really blown out. I mean, I really really felt the most emotions today. I mean, it felt like my heart was beating really fast, but inside I was really, really empty. I was just hoping that sign just crosses that finish line. It was just that's always hoping for. I even prayed to God many, many times. It's just like my mind just couldn't think anymore. I was blank inside. I can't even explain the feeling, but I think all the tifosis, we all understand the feeling. But it was one of the best feelings, and the feeling is unexplainable. But I also must say I really horribly like feel bad for George Russell on that last turn. On that last turn, he deserved that P3, and we all know. See, this is how intense Ferrari is, not a Ferrari F1 is, because we have to be mature, right? Like a split decision can really ruin your whole race. We see how George Russell, he had a fantastic race. He was on our back the entire race, and on the final turn. So instead of finishing P3, now he has a do not finish. See how big the margin is. That's how intense F1 is, and a lot of the newer fans, they don't understand. They don't understand that little detail. F1 is all about the details, and we see how much and how much risks are involved just to even get the podium. That's why podiums are huge in F1. But I really really feel horrible. I mean, my heart. I mean, of course, I was really, really happy, but being just a F1 fan, I felt terrible for George Russell, and I could not imagine just being in his shoes right now, and how the feeling is like going from potentially almost having basically having 100% P3 to now having a do not finish. That's just it's just so frustrating. I can't even explain it for George Russell's side. But I really I do feel bad, and I hope that George Russell can come back stronger. It was really unfortunate for him and the Mercedes fan. I do really feel bad, but all race long, it was fantastic. I mean, Sainz did a fantastic job with, like I said, with the tire management. We had really old tires as well, and I must say Mercedes put on a fantastic how do we say strategy of pitting under the virtual safety car. I think it was the virtual safety car that he pitted on, and we were under trouble till the final race. It was just, that's why it was so intense, because I think we our tires were 25 laps old, and Mercedes, both Hamilton and Russell were both on fresher tires, and they had all the momentum, and they had no traffic, so they had all the speed that they needed. So that's why we all knew as Ferrari fans that we were in big trouble. And I must say, one of the biggest key to our win is none other than Lando Norris, who had a terrific defense on George Russell, and also Sainz, and basically Sainz and Lando Norris worked together, because with DRS and the defending and just all sorts of key components together, helped us, but also Norris helped us, a lot. I mean, 80% of the victory also belongs to Norris. I mean, at this point, it's 50-50. Sainz is very talented, but Norris also deserves just our thank yous, our sincere thank yous, because Norris did an amazing job. He was just on top of the world as well. Fantastic defending. He helped us win. He helped us get over the finishing line and get that checkered flag and get the P1. And just have much love for the Carlando as well. I know Sainz and Lando Norris are very good friends, and seeing them hug, I know Lando Norris would have wanted to get that P1, but yeah, we really appreciate. So grazie Lando Norris. He was a very important, very key man into our win, in some way. And also Sainz did a fantastic job of not letting Norris get that DRS on him, but he left enough space for Norris to defend against a Mercedes. So that was a really good strategy and very good logical race by Sainz. And lastly, I would just like to say and address to Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc also had a very good race. It was unfortunate that we had to sacrifice him, but listen, I know a lot of people are saying now, I know like a lot of Charles Leclerc fans are very pissed off against Ferrari for sacrificing Leclerc, but it had to be done. We cannot get a 1 and 2. We're not that talented just yet to have two of our pilots getting P1 and 2. Obviously, that's my dream, to get a Ferrari 1 and 2. But logically, it was just not possible, so we had to sacrifice one of our pilot, and that had to be Charles Leclerc, because Sainz just had more momentum. He had better tires, he had better speed, he had better confidence as well. So we just had to do it. And Charles Leclerc, if he's a team player, if he knows and he loves Ferrari truly, and he understands, and I think, like, listening to his interview, I think he understands that it was a team play. And I'm really proud of Charles Leclerc as well. He did everything he could, and he got a very well deserved P4. I know his tires gave up. Even Carlos Sainz, I think in the last 3 laps, his front tires gave up, and Charles Leclerc's back tires, so his back tires gave up as well. So both really put everything they had on the line to just get that finishing line and just make us proud. So we're really proud of our boys. We're really proud of Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. They're absolute Italian Ferrari heroes. There's nothing more I can say to thank them. They're absolute legends. They will go down in history in Ferrari for sure, for everything they have done. They're not just statistics reliers. They're also very talented, very strong mentally and physically. So there's nothing more I can say. So grazie to Carlos Sainz, grazie to Charles Leclerc, and grazie to Ferrari. Forza Ferrari. Let's just keep on going. Let's keep our momentum. Just bring all of this energy into Suzuka in Japan. That's where the next Grand Prix will be. It's a very deep circuit. It always rains a lot, and also on top of that, it's a very iconic track. Everybody has raced there. Senna, Schumacher, so many, like Alain Prost, like, so all the most legendary racers that you can think of have raced in Suzuka, Japan. It's a very iconic track, very well respected by the legends in F1. And also, one last thing before I end this video, I forgot to talk about. Singapore was difficult for every single racer pilot for F1 right now. Singapore is always difficult. It's a very difficult race. That's why it made it even more intense, because the heat in Singapore all year long is intense. It's not just a hot weather, it's humid. It's like boiling humid. Like after that, like especially the racers on the off, like Singapore is one of the toughest tracks on and off circuit, because especially off circuit, it plays a very pivotal important role in the race, because man, like these pilots, like they struggle a lot, you know. They struggle a lot. Even Verstappen, like anybody, everybody, all 20 racers, they struggle big time because of the heat, and especially having fireproof suit on, and you know, having all this, you know, a very thick jacket. I mean, of course, like that's what they wear, right, for protection. So having that with the heat of Singapore, it's intense. Like I can't even explain it, you know. So hats off. It's a really intense race. It's at the moment this year, it's like the most intense. I mean, every year it is, but you know, of course, like if there's like new countries that come in, then it may change. But in the last few years, Singapore has been the most intense race when it comes to physical and mental strength. You know, it's really human out there. I've spoken to a lot of, I've met a few people from Singapore and told me it's insane. You cannot even wear a hoodie. It's just so hot. It's You have to be in a t-shirt, or else you'll just, you know, you'll probably melt. You know, so. And yeah, I've seen a few pictures where like Verstappen was absolutely. They're all tired though. Matter of fact, like I looked at every single interview, Carlos saying like they were all exhausted. Like you could see how tired they were. All they wanted to do is get a nice cold bath. That's all they wanted to do. That's all they were thinking about, you know. And it was insane, man. It was a really insane weekend. So grazie to everybody for making this happen. What a weekend! I will not forget it. So thank you to all. Grazie. I hope you all a very good day. Let's keep on focus on Japan, Suzuka. Grazie. Forza Ferrari. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Bye bye.